Hey guys, I'm Martin.
And I'm Lewis,
and this is
Two Guys on One Grill. What's going on, guys? Today we're cooking up big time.
Big time.
This is the first video for this channel, so welcome. Today we're throwing it down. We're going to be using a cast iron skillet top, and we're going to be using a cast iron pan.
Whoa, what do we got going on over here? Be special guests, how you guys doing? Just wanted to say hi to the new channel. That's it. Enjoy. Go ahead.
So that was a word from our sponsors. And yeah, so today we're going to be searing some bone-in, dry-aged. This is dry-aged for 45 days. These are bone-in ribeyes. And then we got some 1855 fillets, a special cut from Cowboy Star in San Diego.
Alright, and here we have a fresh cut of Japanese skirt steak.
Skirt.
Waygu, baby.
And then these sausages are actually seasonal sausages. They make them around Christmas time. So it's actually our first time trying these out. So I'm going to let you know how these are.
Basically, I made this channel by popular request. Just because we cook so much. We cook for our family, go to the desert, we cook at home. And it all came from eating really bad and really poorly cooked meat. So me and Martin just started cooking, and we started noticing how people, cook, and started following pages on Instagram. And it all started from when my dad was cooking for us when we were younger in the desert, and he was feeding us chicken wings that weren't even cooked all the way.
We were eating raw chicken wings.
Enough was enough.
Yeah, after that.
Yeah, my body couldn't contain any more salmonella, so yeah. So basically, we just took matters into our own hands, and here you have it. Now you guys are benefiting from it.
Honestly, you should give your dad a special thank you for that, to be honest.
Cheers. If you're watching out there, we survived. You made us stronger.
Cheers.
First things first, 45-day dry-aged bone-in ribeye. We're going to put a little bit of a binder on it, a little bit of olive oil, nothing serious. Be generous. It is for free, because Martin's paying for this one.
Thank you, Alcalator.
You're welcome.
So boom.
At least I can do it.
You rub it in.
So is there an amount of olive oil that is too much or too little when you're putting it on this?
No, because it's going to hit the surface of the steak. You're going to rub it in. The excess is just going to drop off. And I mean, in all honesty, we're going to be searing it with butter and basting with butter. So
it also just helps it on the grill, You need to have it anyways.
gets a nice crust, gets a little brown. And then now we're using kosher salt, coarse kosher salt. This is the best stuff to use. It retains actually the moisture in the meat. And on top of it too, when you're taking a bite of the steak, you get that little bit of a crunch on it, and it gets a nice little crust on the steak when you're searing it. So it's grade A stuff. If you're not cooking with kosher salt, you're not cooking at all. The real deal, Holyfield.
Wow.
Add a little bit of pepper, complements the salt, builds that crust that we're looking for, especially when we're searing. Be generous once again. The next thing up is a little bit of paprika. I never really taste paprika in my food, but I just put it, to be honest with you. So.
Just for color?
Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
And then a little bit of chili powder, just for a little kick, because we're all men here. And then we got a little bit of rosemary. Obviously, aromatic, bomb, complements the meaty taste.
Do you taste that, or is that for color?
No, I actually do taste that.
Okay.
Then we got some thyme.
Some what? Some thyme?
Yeah, thyme. You know what time it is? Time.
Oh, thyme. Okay.
Obviously, it's not coming out too much because Eddie's recording. If the camera was off,
It's not the right time.
it would be beautiful. It's not the right time.
All right, Alcalator. So I see you got the grill going over here. I assume it's for the meat. Any specific temperatures you got going on over here for that meat?
Well, we don't have any temperature gauge on this grill. It's on a barbecue. It's just a flat top. So first things first, just put it on high just to heat it up. And to be honest with you, to know when to put it on, you can touch a piece of meat to it. Once you hear like a nice loud sizzle, you'll know that's the time to put it on. If you put a piece of meat on and it's not making a sizzle or barely any, it is not the right time. So next up, we're gonna start seasoning the 1855 filet. Like we started with the ribeye, we're just gonna put a nice foundation of olive oil. And we're actually gonna keep it simple with this one, just salt and pepper. When you're eating filet, it has that taste in it that you want to taste. You don't need to taste any of the extra stuff like chili powder, thyme, paprika, and all that. So first, just do a little foundation of salt, nothing too crazy. can rub it in, make sure it sticks on. Also, the olive oil helps it to stick on a lot. You know, if you put it on, if you put salt with no olive oil on, you'll find that it's just gonna fall off. So it's one of the things that helps us a lot as well. Next, you can just follow with the pepper. And also, just go ahead and rub it in. And believe it or not, that is literally all you have to do for the filet.
We got a big cast iron pot. Steaks are gonna go in. They're gonna go in there first. They're gonna develop a crust, and then we're gonna put a shit ton of butter in there, and we're gonna baste them until golden brown, so that center can cook and we get that medium rare cook we want. So now we're lubing up the grill. Put a little bit of olive oil. Spread it all around until we get the temperature that we want. And then we'll throw the steaks on. And then once that gets hot, you'll see a little bit of smoke coming out. Drop some butter and we'll start searing it.
So Lou, do you guys recommend cooking fillets or steaks or whatever those are on a skillet like this?
I honestly think it's not a bad idea because the problem is when you use a pan like that and you stuff it with 3 or 4 steaks, however many you can fit, once you start developing smoke, when the meat touches the pan, the smoke is gonna get trapped in between the meat and create a lot of like a liquid buildup. It looks like there's a lot of juice on the bottom of it, and that's not gonna give you that real crust that you're looking for. So that's why we're gonna do a bunch of them on here. It's a bigger surface area, and then we're gonna do individually 1 by 1 basting them to try to get the inside and that crust even better.
Can you put these on a smoker?
Oh yeah, I mean there's something called a reverse sear, where you'll smoke them, or you'll sear them or smoke them, whatever. You do one or the other first, and you finish them off with a sear regardless. But yeah, you could smoke them.
And that's going to be in your later videos.
Yeah, we do that mostly with the tomahawk ribeye because they're about like 3 inches thick, so they're a lot thicker. So you can put them in the smoker for a lot longer time and still get like a medium to medium rare cook on them. If they're thinner, and they would cook a little bit too fast. 45-day dry aged ribeye going on the flat top, barehanded, baby. Nice little sizzle. Probably gonna keep them 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Flip them a couple times, and then we'll finish them off on that cast iron pan.
We're gonna start with the sausages. We're gonna put them on the top, not on the bottom, just so they can cook nice and slow. Be ready at the same time as the meat. And after we're finished doing a slow cook on both sides here, we're gonna put them on the flat top to get a nice crust on each end.
So, flip time. Fillets are looking pretty good. Nice little crust. We'll build up on that when we get on the cast iron pan.
How long has that been on there for?
I want to say about 3 minutes.
Okay.
And the ribeyes are looking pretty good too. So nice crust. That's why we add all that salt and pepper and stuff like that. That's all flavor right there. That's all flavor.
While Lou's cooking up the steaks right now, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the vegetables ready. We got spinach and asparagus. The spinach right now looks like it's a whole lot, but once this is done, it's gonna turn into, I'd say, about this much. I don't know, just something about spinach. It just really condenses as you're cooking it. So a little bit about how we're gonna season it. First, I'm gonna start with slicing up these lemons. We're actually gonna put whole lemon peels inside of the spinach. I'm gonna throw some truffle salt inside of it for some extra flavor. And then, of course, your olive oil and regular salt and pepper. And as we're cooking it, when it's almost ready, we're gonna put some shredded Parmesan cheese inside of it to give it a little bit of, a better taste and flavor and design.
So right now we got the cast iron nice and hot. Put a little bit of olive oil just to kind of lubricate the surface. And now I'm gonna drop a boatload of butter in there to have it get nice and like liquidy, and then I'll baste the entire steak, all the surface all around. What that's gonna do is while the bottom surface touching the pan can develop a crust, and that butter, while I baste it, is going to actually cook the other side and get a nice even cook on the inside too. Then some garlic with some extra flavor. Yeah, I did get burned. So I'm dropping this sucker in, letting it chill. We got the bun and ribeye in. I'm going to start basting the top, so I'm going to drop this pan down like this and just put a little bit of that garlic on all over, so you see how that's cooking that top side of the steak. And in all honesty, I never time how long the steak is going to take to be done. I just eyeball it, take it out, eat it, and enjoy it.
Hey, what's going on there, Val?
Gonna stick the spinach inside of the barbecue.
What? You barbecue spinach?
It is. Put it on the tray. It's cooks like an oven.
Wow. Okay.
Boom. The ribeyes are done. how gorgeous
Wow.
that looks. Got the sausage. No more.
So how long were they on that grill for?
Probably say about a good 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
And it was closed on high heat, so it's kind of cooking the inside. And we're gonna finish them off and get them nice and golden brown on the flat top. And throw on these Wagyus.
Any seasoning on these?
Just kosher salt.
Just kosher salt. Okay.
Wagyu steak. We don't want to ruin it, you know. It's going down, baby. And we can put 2 in these because it's not gonna take up too much surface space of the cast iron. It'll be perfect. It'll give enough room for all that smoke to rise up and no moisture to get trapped.
Why do you cook on cast iron?
Well, cast iron retains the most heat and it gives it the most flavor. So every time you cook on this, no matter the seasoning, no matter anything, you gain flavor. I mean, there's people who have to cook on the same cast iron for like 20 years. Reason being is the taste of it. Steaks are done. I'm gonna chop it off the bone. And for steaks, I mean, there's no particular way to really cut them in my opinion. I just cut them however I like them. Thick, small, big, medium, don't matter. Nice, beautiful color. This is what we wanted, medium rare. But sometimes beggars can't be choosy. And we don't use meat probes because it's cheating. Do it old school, baby. Once again, I'm Lewis.
I'm Martin, and go ahead and like, subscribe, and whatever you guys want to see us cooking and how we cook it, just go ahead and list that down in the comments.
I was gonna say, like, I'm Lewis, you're Martin, and then we're 2 guys. Behind us is our grill.
Cut. Redo that shit all over again. That piece is really good.
The food is cold. Alright guys, the food is done. It's actually, yeah, I mean, it's almost done, honestly. Stop talking, you're gonna stop.
Yeah, but like your last words are like you stuttering, like you don't know if you're gonna say anything else or not.
My 5th time doing it.
Yeah, the scene moment.
That's it, they're breaking up. I can go buy every single time. I don't give a video. Food is done. Time to fill up our bellies. This Food is done. Cutting boards are going empty. I'm trying to fill my belly up. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. List down in the comment section what you want to see us cooking, and we'll go ahead and cook it up. I'm Martin.
And I'm Lewis. We're 2 guys.
And 1 grill.